Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Money. You use it every single day. You work for it, you save it, you spend it, you worry about it. But I want to ask you one very simple question. Do you actually know what money is? What money really is? Where it came from? Why it exists? Why it has value? And most importantly, why the money in your wallet right now is slowly becoming worthless. Welcome to Wealth Prowler YouTube channel. This channel exists for one reason: to give you real financial knowledge in the simplest way possible. Most finance channels start with the stock market, trading on day one. But I am going to do something different. We start from the very beginning, because if your foundation is not strong, nothing else will make sense. This topic, what is money, is so deep and so important that I have split it into two videos. This is part 1. Part 2 will come in the same week. In part 1, we cover what money actually is, how it was born, and how it evolved over thousands of years. In part 2, what gives money its value today, inflation, and what you should do about it. Let us begin. Let me start with the simplest definition. Money is a tool that humans created to exchange value with each other. You have a skill. Maybe you are a teacher. You teach students. That has value. In return, someone gives you money. You use that money to buy food, pay rent, buy clothes. Money is the bridge between what you give to the world and what you need from it. Money helps us buy and sell things easily. Without it, you would have to find someone who wants exactly what you have. A farmer grows 100 kilograms of rice. He cannot eat it all. He cannot carry it everywhere. He sells it, gets money, and now that value is stored in a portable form he can use anytime. Money gives us a common language to measure value. How much is this laptop worth? $500. How much is this car? $1 million. So, without money, how would we compare the value of completely different things? Now, to truly understand why money was invented, we go back in time. Imagine 3,000 years ago. No paper money, no coins, no banks, nothing. You are a farmer. You grow wheat, but you need milk for your family. Your neighbor has a cow. She has milk, but she needs wheat. Perfect. You give wheat. She gives milk. No money. This is the barter system. But the barter system had 4 serious problems. Problem 1. The double coincidence of wants. What if your neighbor does not want wheat? What if she wants shoes? Now you cannot get your milk, because she does not want what you have. Problem 2. How do you divide things? You want a cow, but you only have apples. How many apples equal 1 cow? No standard. No agreement. Problem 3. Carrying your payment. A fisherman carrying 200 fish to market to buy clothes? What if the fish goes bad? Problem 4. Goods cannot always be divided. You want to buy half a cow? You cannot cut it in half. The barter system was slow, inefficient, and holding back all of human civilization. So people started looking for a better solution. People started agreeing on a common object everyone would accept. These are called commodity money. Cowrie shells were used in Africa, Asia, and parts of Europe. Salt was used in ancient Rome and Africa. The word salary comes from the Latin word for salt. Roman soldiers were paid in salt. Tobacco in colonial America. Grain in ancient Egypt. Cattle across Africa and the Middle East. But all of these had problems. Shells could break. Salt could get wet. Cattle could die. So people found something better. Metal. Specifically, gold. Gold was the first truly global currency. For centuries, people traded in raw gold and silver. But how do you know how much gold you have? How do you know it is genuine? You had to weigh it every single time. Every trade. Then around 600 BCE, the Lydians in what is now Turkey created the first official coins. They stamped an official mark on each piece. That mark said, "This has been verified. You can trust it." The first coin was born. Governments across the world adopted coins. The Roman denarius, the Greek drachma, the Indian karshapana. Each stamp was a government guarantee of value. Trade exploded, cities grew, civilizations expanded, all because of this small stamped piece of metal. But coins had one remaining problem. They are heavy and bulky. A merchant trading across continents cannot carry sacks of gold. So people needed something smarter. Paper. Here is how paper money was born. In medieval Europe and China, you give your gold to the goldsmith. He gives you a paper receipt saying, "I have 100 of your gold coins." When you wanted to buy something, you could just hand over the paper. The seller knew he could go to the goldsmith and get real gold anytime. So everyone started accepting the paper. The paper receipt became money. China was the first to develop paper money. During the Tang Dynasty around 700 AD, certificates called flying money. In the 17th and 18th centuries, banks across Europe issued banknotes. The Bank of England, established in 1694, printed notes saying, "I promise to pay the bearer the sum of..." You will still see these exact words on British banknotes today. All these notes were backed by real gold. This was called the gold standard. Every unit of paper money was backed by a fixed amount of gold. You could walk into a bank, hand over your notes, and get gold in return. This system brought stability and trust to trade for hundreds of years. But it had limits. You needed more gold to create more money, and gold supply is limited. After 2 world wars, governments needed more money than they had gold. The gold standard began to break down. In 1971, U.S. President Nixon made a historic announcement. The United States would no longer exchange dollars for gold. The gold standard was over. And this created a completely new form of money, the money we use today. We will cover that in Part 2. Quick recap of Part 1. 1. Money is a tool with 3 jobs: medium of exchange, store of value, unit of account. 2. Before money, humans used barter. It failed because of the double coincidence of wants. 3. Commodity money like shells and salt gave way to gold. Durable, rare, divisible, portable, universal. 4. Governments stamped coins, creating standardized, trusted currency. Trade exploded. 5. Paper money was born from goldsmith receipts, backed by real gold, the gold standard, until 1971. In Part 2, coming very soon, if money is no longer backed by gold, what gives it value today? What is fiat money? What is inflation? And how is it silently stealing from you every year? And most importantly, what should you do about it? Part 2 is going to be a game changer. You will not want to miss it. Please give this video a like. Subscribe to Wealth Prowler and hit the bell icon. Comment below, before this video, did you know money was once backed by gold? See you in Part 2.